not listened to Toxicity by System of a Down in a while, you might want to, because like I am feeling all kinds of pumped and ready to go. I have this playlist, treadmill playlist, which I obviously don't use right now, but it works so well to get me pumped. Anyway, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and I'm so glad to have you. Today I wanted to talk about the overwhelm, and I thought that there wouldn't be a more fitting way to do that than to just take you along in my part of my day. Should have started filming earlier because I woke up and I knew I had to go to the grocery store today, which is like always a big production. And I ended up going like an hour later than I planned on it because the refrigerator hasn't been cleaned in a long time. So I completely cleaned that, got Stella up, got her ready for a Zoom lesson that she has for school, and I feel like I need to say more about the refrigerator. It was really bad, and there were so many things in there that were expired and needed to be tossed. Don't judge me. This is the way things are sometimes. So anyway, I did all of that and then took out the trash and recycling. Now in the car to go to HEB, and I'm just stopping here at Starbucks because I feel like it's deserved and I have like a gazillion things to do today. Alrighty, so the internet went off, and so the kids are now playing in the pool because that is a way better thing than keeping them inside waiting for the internet to come back on. So I'm making myself a salad right now, and I thought we would get into the first point, the first thing that I think really overwhelms people, and I think it is you're putting out too much content. When I first started YouTube, I think one of the main channels that I watched, because my daughter had me into it, was KK and Baby J, and they daily vlogged, and so I thought that was what you had to do to like make it like they were making it. And I knew that that wasn't gonna like work for my schedule, but I thought, well, I at least need to have like 3 to 4 videos a week for sure. So I tried doing that and I burned out like over and over. I was like, what is wrong with me? Why can't I put out this much content? Well, girl, you're working and you're going to school and you have kids and life's busy. You just don't have it like that. It's not my paying job, you know? So I had to take it back. I went to like 3 videos a week, and that even was like too much. So then I ended up like going weeks without posting anything because I thought, okay, well, what I'll do is I'll just stock up on content and then I can keep up 3 videos a week. And really that did not work. So anyway, I think that even if you're putting out 2 videos a week or 1 video a week, that might be too much for you. And I know that like every single big YouTuber says you need to post consistently, you need to upload frequently, and I mean, I kind of know what they're saying, but I also think it is not a surefire thing. And if you are doing too much, you will end up not posting consistently, which is, I think, the much bigger deal, to like find a level of upload that you can do consistently. So that is what I would focus on instead. And honestly, I think even if you post every other week, but you do it consistently and you put a lot of love into that video, I think that there's still like a big way to grow from that. But the bottom line with this one, like if you're posting too much, as in with all the other ones that I'm about to talk about, if you do not address this pretty quickly, you will burn out and you will stop making content, and you'll just think that it's you, that like for whatever reason you cannot get it together and get all of this stuff done. And that's just wrong. We're just all in different stages of our life. Honestly, if you have no kids and you're not working, sometimes you're just not in the headspace to put out that much content. So that is my first reason that I think people get super overwhelmed with content. Okay, I've had some lunch and I'm feeling much better about life. The second reason that you might be getting overwhelmed with your YouTube channel is that it might not be content that you like. What you are making, it is very important that you enjoy it because it's a really hard job to make videos. Who knew? And if every time you have to pull out the camera to film, every time you pick up your computer to edit, if you just have a pit in your stomach or you're just completely unmotivated, there might be a chance that you really just don't like your content. As you guys, I've said it many times before, but I ended up changing the content that I've made several times. And who knows if it might change again. Like, I'm very happy with this content, but I really like doing social media content in general. But anyway, this is the time to go ahead and play with content, especially if you're under, 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers. Go ahead and play with the kind of content that you're making if you're not happy. If you're happy with it, keep on going. But if you're not, then try different things. Don't think that you have to do just this one thing because that's what you've seen. Just do a couple of videos of different genres and just see, is this something that I like filming? Do I enjoy editing this? And if the answer is yes, then that will make you feel far less overwhelmed because you'll be motivated to do those videos as opposed to like kind of dreading them and feeling like, what do I make? What video do I need to make? Also, another indicator that's kind of goes along with maybe you don't like your content is, what if you're unsure all the time of what content to make? To me, those kind of go hand in hand. Like, if you really like your content, there's a good chance that you are feeling what videos to come next. And if you're constantly worrying about what video to make, then that might be a sign that you're dissatisfied. It might not be. And you might just have to clarify a little bit who you're speaking to or do like certain activities that can brainstorm for you video ideas. So definitely tell me if you guys think that you like your content, but you're just not sure of what videos to make, because I have been doing some stuff with that has helped me a lot, and I can speak about that too. All right, so the number 3 thing that I think is a problem that makes people super overwhelmed, and I know that it's been that way for me, is just not being organized about your content. Like, you know that you need to be putting out YouTube content, but sometimes you're not taking the time to structure the videos, or you don't have like a content schedule. And then like you start thinking about, oh, I need to be posting on Instagram or like other social, maybe you post on Facebook. And so you're trying to like hold in your head all of these different things that you need to do to try to like grow your channel. And if you're not organized, it's going to overwhelm you very, very quickly. This has been my case. I have not wanted to sit down and make a content schedule, and I finally did, and it looks so pretty. I'll probably include a clip here. I just took the time to sit and decide what day I was doing what, and then have kind of like a running note section so that I knew like content ideas that I had for the future and like little notes that I had for videos that I knew were upcoming, just to like get everything organized. And that has helped me a lot. So if you are feeling very overwhelmed and you don't already have some sort of schedule or plan for how you're putting out your content, go ahead and take the time to do that. That way your brain doesn't have to just hold it and try to remember everything, because that ends up making us feel pretty anxious. Definitely me, and I know that it does for other people. So that's 3. Number 4 is a hard one, and I think it still needs to be talked about. And it is, maybe you just don't actually like YouTube. Many of us go through times where it is annoying to film or upload content, it's usually when we're super overwhelmed, very busy, and that is totally normal. I think that we all go through cycles of feeling super motivated and super unmotivated with YouTube. But if you're constantly unmotivated and you never feel happy and there's never a sense of possibility or like even any heart behind it, maybe you just don't like YouTube, and that's okay. There are other ways that if you want to have like an online presence or if you want to make money for yourself, that you can. And so it might be time to just think about that, like see how that feels when you admit that that might be a possibility. So those are the reasons that I think a lot of people get super overwhelmed with their YouTube channel. The quickest way to combat that, I think, is to just take a little break. Just don't watch any videos. Don't be creating content. Don't be editing content. Just like be in your life and enjoy it and just try to take a breath. Because a lot of times that's all you need to get back on track is just a little breather. Ideally, everyone says this, I've yet to do it, but ideally you have extra videos that are available if you're feeling like you need a break that you can upload. But if you don't, like, just don't stress about it. It's just not that deep. We should be doing this because we love it and we enjoy it. And yes, it's a lot of work. And sometimes that work is not very fun to do, but a lot of times just taking a break is really what makes the difference, because for many of us, we do love it. It just becomes so hard to live life and do all of the things that it takes to have a YouTube channel. So take a rest. Hopefully that helps you. And if not, just think about one of the other ways. Maybe you can really organize your content, or maybe you can just spice it up and do different things, different kind of content, or open up to different ideas, because we should be enjoying this. This is our one and only life. And I can take things so seriously. I get so focused and I hold on so tightly that sometimes I forget to breathe and have a good time. And is it worth it if that's the case? I don't think that it is. Okay, it's podcast time. I'm just about to start talking with Lede. We meet for like 20 minutes to plot out. We've already discussed some things, but then we'll meet for about 20 minutes and then we'll go live on our YouTube channel. And then I extract the audio later and make it into a podcast. Okay, one more thing before I go to bed. I was just in bed and I was like, I forgot to say something important, which is if you're feeling so overwhelmed by your channel and things are just like, it feels so serious all the time, start to have fun. Remember that if you're always stressed and anxious about every single part of this process, it's gonna kill the joy, and that's gonna come through in your videos. This happens for me, I believe. I'm just a serious person. A lot of times I just like if I'm putting all of my hope and love and energy into something, I just want to see a result, like a big result. And that's just, it doesn't have to be that deep. Like, I think that I just have to get to the point where I keep reminding myself that this is fun, and just to remember to have joy in this whole thing, and just like put the video out there with love and an open hand and just see what happens. Okay, sorry.